criminal conspiracy behind the fabrication of evidence will be investigated, which means directly, Abhishek, directly Parambir Singh is going to come under scanner, directly Sachin Vase coming under scanner, and fabrication of evidence will be the subject of investigation. The CBI will investigate BARC and BARC officials, whether they're current officials or past officials, people who were at the helm of BARC back then. They will be now investigated by the CBI. And bribery angle, bribery by BARC. BARC paid bribes. They had the raw data. Were they a part of the plot with Parambir Singh and Sachin Vase? We don't know. But that's what they're going to investigate now. And I'm getting in some more news now that BARC is under CBI scanner right now directly. These are breaking news updates that I'm getting in right now. Let me go across. I don't know whether Shawan is with me right now, but Shawan has just broken the story. And to get the context, yes, Abhishek. Yes, Abhishek, quickly, and then I'll go across Alisha. Yeah.
You know, this is very significant because remember, there was already a case registered by the CBI in connection with TRP, and this was another aspect of ratings scam which was being investigated by the agency in connection with other networks. Then Republic was not named. This was pertaining to other states, not Maharashtra as well. So it's like there is already a case available. In fact, Shawan joins us. Shawan, join the broadcast and please tell us what is this CBI case? Remember, there was another case earlier. Is it in addition to that case, a fresh case, or additional investigation in the same case that was registered already?
Well, in fact, Abhishek, as far as the CBI is concerned, they were working under the wraps for a very long time. Yes, of course, there was a fresh FIR that was registered. Now, this FIR was registered based on a complaint that came in from Uttar Pradesh. That was the starting point of the investigation. What has turned out right now is that this has become a pan-India investigation, especially keeping in mind the role of BARC. If you take a look at some of the allegations that have been leveled, what is the role that BARC has essentially played in this entire TRP manipulation as what it was being touted as? They certainly have a role to play, and that is the reason why what we can confirm right now, that in the TRP case, which is being probed by the Central Bureau of Investigation, BARC is certainly under the scanner, is what we can with some amount of confidence report at this point in time. Now, with regards to whether it involves other channels, that's also part of the investigation, given the fact that, of course, this is with regards to TRP. There are channels which are basically under the scrutiny at this point in time. But BARC's criminal conspiracy, if I may say so, the criminal conspiracy of BARC is now under the scanner of the Central Bureau of Investigation.
Right, Niranjan, so this is a very significant development, and as Shawan explained, even BARC is going to be under scanner now. Also, Shawan, since you are taking care of the other aspect also, Niranjan, just a sec.
Yes,
BARC, when they were asked to share their original content, their original data, they had refused. Remember, to Hansa, when the Hansa group had wanted for their audit. So you think that there is a bit of a mens rea, guilty mind, and which would be under a scanner now?
Well, in fact, let me just try and join the dots, because we do not have a copy of the charge sheet that has been filed by the enforcement director, so we do not know the exact details. But what has been reported so far, at least by PTI, there is a mention of a forensic audit. Just to remind our viewers, what essentially happened was, when the Mumbai police was investigating this matter, they said that they had engaged a forensic auditor. Thereafter, what essentially happened was that they came to a conclusion that there was some sort of a money laundering indulged by Republic Media Network. The reality being right now, if you simply go by what PTI has reported, the enforcement directorate in its charge sheet, according to PTI, they're saying that there was manipulation in the forensic audit that was engaged by the Mumbai police. In fact, the enforcement directorate has also engaged their own auditors looking into the allegations. So, of course, what happens right now, here comes the role of BARC. BARC was supposed to provide certain data in terms of the weekly ratings to the forensic auditor. Question here is that, was the entire data in entirety given, or was selective data given to the auditors? Because here the role of the BARC becomes extremely important, not just the forensic auditor. If I am giving you half-baked information, Abhishek, there is, in all likelihood, your report is not going to be true in nature. That's exactly what has happened in this case.
So just for the benefit of viewers to understand the sequence of events, Shawan, Mumbai police registers an FIR, India Today is named, they start, or they don't start investigation, and Parambir does a press conference, says, okay, we are investigating Republic TV. What about India Today? No answer. Or maybe you can help us recall what was the answer. Then Mumbai Police does a forensic audit in which it says that there is money laundering. That becomes the resonator for the Enforcement Directorate to get in and carry out its own investigation. Now Mumbai Police files a charge sheet based on that audit. But based on that audit, the Enforcement Directorate picks up investigation, carries out its own audit, forensic audit, and says that that forensic audit is not right because the data given by BARC was compromised.
Absolutely.
And the Mumbai Police, based on that compromised data, files a charge sheet, which obviously has to be in variance with facts.
Absolutely.
And now Enforcement Directorate, based on its investigation, has come to the conclusion that that forensic report is wrong, that charge sheet, and hence that charge sheet is wrong, and these are the facts, right?
You've actually narrated the entire story, but there's just one little thing that I would like to add. Now, the situation being that the forensic auditor engaged by Mumbai Police would have actually gone to BARC. They would have sought the data to basically analyze whether there is an unusual spike in the viewership of XYZ channel. Now, assuming a situation where BARC has not provided the relevant data, in all likelihood, that entire report would be faulty in nature. That's exactly what has happened. Now, the fact of the matter here is that not only the Mumbai Police is held responsible here, the role of BARC becomes extremely crucial, because if BARC deliberately avoided providing the necessary data to the auditor, then there is a possibility that they were part of this entire criminal conspiracy. And herein comes the role of the Central Bureau of Investigation, because
that's big.
Enforcement Directorate, as per the PMLA mandate, cannot really get into the criminal conspiracy aspect. If you look at the charter of the Central Bureau of Investigation, then the criminal conspiracy comes into the picture. When we say criminal conspiracy, what does it mean? It means that there were a group of people or multiple entities.
Niranjan wants to say something. Niranjan,
Shawan,
yes, you want to tell something or ask something from someone?
Yes, no, I have to take a short break. I have to take a short break right now. Stay with me, please, because as Parambir lied on the 8th of October 2020, he said it's a scam worth thousands and thousands of crores. Perhaps he's right for the big network, but for us, we still have to take these short breaks. Stay with us. We'll come back with that criminal conspiracy. More coming up. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Abhishek and Shawan, stay with us.